Yo, what's going on? This is your boy Montego Ramon, and we're back with another video with the Risers X channel where we rise to the occasion. And here we are, man. It's Monday. Monday is in the books. Today is Tuesday. It was a Tuesday night after Monday's close, and the market is in a pretty nice, I'm going to call it a pullback. It's just a pullback. Nothing too serious. But this is also one of those situations where I was saying, like, hey, don't let this market fool y'all. This thing would love to go sweep these highs, find a nice level of resistance, which is the one I marked yellow, and then sell off. So what I want to show is the indication here of that, right? So what I would say is you would have just had to watch for certain moves, right? Let's say, for instance, just in this area, I'm just going to watch this area right here. And I want to zoom in closely on a few things I see here. So overall, we were trending up. As you can see, this is NQ, trending up I'm on a 1 hour time frame. We came up here, breaking highs, kind of give us a little trend down right here for a pullback just to go and continue up. This is where that news came in from CPI and PPI, which was pretty good news basically, and was deflationary for the market, meaning that it kind of eased things over and made money cheaper, products cheaper, services cheaper. So this is good for the market and the economy. We continue to make higher highs and higher lows, right? This was kind of a sweep to dip back into the huge fair value gap right here from this big boom candle we got. Price dipped into there. Soon as we touched this, I have to see exactly where this fair value gap is pointing to. It might be a 30-minute or a 15-minute fair value gap, but let's just continue on for now. We touch inside there, boom. We continue up on, this is Friday's close after finding this bottom. Sunday open, we get this gap up, boom, shoot up, break above these previous highs, right? And then what we need to pay attention to up here is we have basically a high that was made, a high, we have a higher low, and then this is actually a lower high. But what I want y'all to do is watch the wick here, because the wick here is basically just a sweep. Basically just a sweep of the highs to take out sell side liquidity, and then we're making the move down, right? Now, as we make this move down, there is a small fair value gap right under this white candle, and then in between this white candle wick and then this black body is kind of where it relies. But we pass through that. We break through all of that, right? Inverting that gap, running straight to this price gap, which I totally forgot about when I was taking my trades. I was like, it may not come back for that. But NQ has been pretty good in the past few weeks about coming back and hitting those fair value gaps and then bouncing out of there. Maybe not this time, it didn't run all the way up, but it came back, touched, got a rejection, and we went right into a major fair value gap. And this is a textbook strategy entry for me. Boom, take that for sales. We just trying to get right into this gap down here. We start making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, really smooth, real smooth price action. And that is a beautiful trade right there. So let me mark out that fair value gap. Now, I missed this trade. I was going to sleep by this time, I think. Or really what my big thing was here, I think I was mostly just looking for buys, you know what I mean? But let's say if you did try to go for a buy, whether that buy was here, let's say you went for longs on this pullback into here, right? Maybe you went for a long there, and then maybe you tried another long at this little fair value gap area right here, and then you got kicked out of the trade, right? Got kicked out of the trade, boom. But what you saw was you took two losses possibly, Maybe you ended the trade today, maybe not. And then you finally saw, oh, and maybe you didn't even take this first trade. Let's just count that one out, right? Let's say you try to catch the pullback into this gap, right? So that didn't go, that went against you, and then you seen that this fair value gap was opened up on this displacement move, on this sharp displacement downward, and then we had this pullback, right? And then now you went for the sell, right? Because you was like, okay, price wants to, you finally figured out like, oh, I'm not married to my bias on buys. Price is looking to make its move down finally to that price gap, and well, it already hit the price gap, but it's looking to fill this larger fair value gap before it takes off. All right, you set your high, you set your stop loss above this previous high, and then let's say you target maybe either 50% of this fair value gap, or you try to take the whole damn glizzy. Now let me start talking like that. She tried to take the whole glizzy. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, but yeah, so you take that whole trade. All right, that's a nice, beautiful trade. Damn near at 8-1. If you had a tighter stop, could have got 9-1, 10-1, something like that. Probably at least a 7.5-1. And we know that because it says risk to reward ratio right here. 7.5-1. That was for 386 points. You see that 386.5, right? And that means that was, you multiply that times 4. That's how you know how many ticks you got. And then we know NASDAQ is 20 ticks a point. Woo-de-woo. So that would have been a beautiful trade, guys, a beautiful trade. And I actually went ahead and came on down to this level of resistance here, which, boom, that level of resistance is hit. And then now price is starting to reject. We're oversold down here. If you look down where my mouse is at the bottom, we're oversold on the RSI. Oversold means that price is at a deep discount and could potentially price is gonna potentially start to reverse, right? When we're oversold, we're overbought, price will start to eventually sell off, right? So we were overbought in this area. We really didn't sell off, but what price did, which also was the indication for us that we got to watch out for, is that I want y'all to, this is called, this is going to be bearish divergence, or it might be actually bullish divergence. I got to look into it. But basically what we see is that something is out of whack. So we had this high over here, right? I'm going to connect these highs. And then we had this high right here, right? So if we look down here and connect those same highs, watch this. If we look down here and connect these same highs from here to here, right? We have basically these highs going in different directions, or the RSI is going in one direction, and then we have price going in another direction. That is an indication of that's probably hidden bearish divergence. Actually, it might be hidden bearish divergence, or basically it's bearish divergence, or it might be bullish divergence. Let's look it up real quick. Bullish and bearish RSI divergence. It's been a while since I touched on it, so we just gonna tap into it real quick. All right, cool. So this is bearish divergence, right? This is bullish divergence. So we had bearish divergence, and what it's showing right here is basically, if we look at this first one, regular divergence, so this is bearish divergence basically. If we look here, we had a high, it accumulated higher highs, so we seen that it was going up over here on price, but we had the RSI showing that, hey, we're going down. And so that's the divergence that we need, that led, and that also was an indicator of the bigger move that happened, that we wanted to go down further. Also pairing that with our philosophy of price likes to go and rebalance after it creates these imbalances, and this is a huge imbalance here. Also too, we got a shift of structure. If y'all didn't notice, when we draw it right there, the shift of structure is here. That's ugly. So basically I'll draw it with the thing. So So to know that we had to shift the structure is to know the trend. Overall, we're getting these higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? And then we get a higher high, and then price breaks under there, boom, and then starts heading down, right? Making lower highs and lower lows, right? So basically that's all that happened. This thing right here, sometimes that paintbrush get messy, man. We talked about this before. That paintbrush get messy. Yeah, so that's how that goes. So a beautiful move happened. Huge trade there. Missed it. I don't know what I was doing. I was tired. I was coming off work. I'm not really tripping though. But it's something to be aware of and pay attention to in the market. All right, we've already been doing this video for 10 minutes, so I want to go check out gold real quick. Gold looked like it could be potentially doing the same thing. We had a shifted structure here. So we came off of these highs and was trending down, right, making lower lows, lower highs. We had found a level of support where we price bounced off of, came and basically broke this previous high, had a small pullback to make a higher low. Then we made a higher high, higher low, higher high, a little bit of consolidation, still making higher highs and higher lows. Had a nice pullback in here, right, right into this fair value gap. Price shot up, continuing that trend, the uptrend, making a higher high, making a higher low, making a higher high. We had a pullback under this level, which is super important. Boom, this fair value gap sits right here, which we can almost expect price to bounce inside there and then sell off probably we could just take this level here, right? Okay. So these are the opportunities I'm seeing right now based on just trading ICT concepts, right? So we have this one. We want to wait on price to pull in there. We'll look for sales. We could take that down into this level right here. Boom. Sprinklers on. And then let's go. We're going to go for a short when price goes into here. You just want to look to take a short down to this level, right? Maybe we can get a better trade from there. Then we have a tighter stop. We can get like a 1 to 4, 1 to 5. We have levels potentially down here we could reach into, and maybe even this resistance levels we can get back to. So I would target something like that. Max, I really try to get out sooner, honestly. So yeah, that's what gold is looking like right now. Overall, I think we want to go higher. We might have some pullbacks before we go higher. So we'll just have to let price determine the direction and everything. I'll leave that there for now. All right, let's check out ES. ES absolutely gone, guys. What was I doing? I think I was in buys. I tried to buy from this level, but price absolutely continued down. I tried buys from that level after this rejection. I was trying to hit those fair value gaps, but overall, I wasn't seeing that we're basically in a downtrend, or price is starting to reverse, which we can see right here. Right, so came off this high, made some a higher low. This is a lower high actually, but then this is a higher low, and then we shot up here making a higher high, higher low, higher high. This is basically an even low, but this is huge because we basically come down to this previous level, and then we get a little bit of structure here, which I thought we might continue to go up, but we came off a new high, so we should be looking to sell and expecting to sell because people want to take profits. And it doesn't always happen. You just got to be ready for the shift. So it gave us the opportunity here to enter the trade, and then when we got the sweep here, right, there was a sweep here and a close on this black candle, then we should have been looking to get in that trade to take it to the downside, right, as it's making lower lows, lower highs, wanting to hit these fair value gaps, and then whatever other resistance, support levels. I'm sorry, support levels and fair value gaps down here. This thing just absolutely knocked it out of the park. But we have major fair value gaps down here. We had this level of resistance right here. Watch this. We have this level of resistance here. Boom. And then we have major fair value gaps sitting down here waiting to be mitigated. All right. Cool. All right. So we have those. And we can expect price to probably reach on that side there. And then we might even get some rejections out of there or just a slight pullback for another entry. We'll see though. And as we're making moves down, it's opening. You can see fair value gaps popping up in there. But most of all, we just want to pay attention to structure. Make sure we use our tools and everything to help us look at different confluences. Did we have divergence? We didn't really have any divergence. We kind of did. This wick is kind of significant, but it's not. We really want body closure. So that's why I would still say this high right here is lower than this high. This high is higher than this previous highs, you know. But on the RSI, it looks like we had we didn't really have. It doesn't really show. We had divergence here. We actually did. If we follow the bodies. So watch this again. We had bullish divergence, and it's bullish because bearish because it's bearish divergence because we're drawing a downtrend. Where we connect our swing highs like this from the peaks. That is, so we had this high. I'm not gonna count that wick, and then we had this. So that we had bearish divergence. If I was to add in this, it just shows that we're possibly making a move down and there's no real divergence. Connect the bodies, hey, we got divergence. Even here, if I try to connect this wick, yeah, I only stick to the bodies. Sorry, alarm is going off. It's been 20 minutes. I got anything else for you guys? That's pretty much it. I'll check out YM as well. YM was selling off too. It's been selling off since it opened Sunday. This is easy trend. This, I ain't gonna lie, this is an easy trend, man. That's too easy, bro. Watch how this look. Off the opening, we created fair value gaps. One right there. We're already trending down because we had just came off previous highs. That thing is running in. We got this gap here. That thing got filled. So whatever. We got more gaps down here. Like this one. I'm gonna get you up out the way. All right, we got this one. There's one more right above this one. Excuse me. And yeah, we got the RSI really oversold right now. Look like we have some bearish divergence, so bullish divergence, meaning like we're gonna go long potentially. And you know because watch this. All right, I'm gonna connect this low, the body, this one. All right, and then watch how we do this one. All right, so I'm gonna start at the end of that one, and then boom. So we have the RSI going higher, but we have price here going lower. And so that's easy divergence identified right there. We might need to be looking for buys, to be honest with you. And probably could just totally forget about this fair value gap and go for highs. Like, cause we had some big fair value gaps up here. Big, huge imbalance. Price is waiting to go fill those areas. So I'll mark those out. quick. You know, I'll mark out one more. And then that's where we're at right now. I ain't really, I want to, so from opportunity wise, I would say it would probably, the best time would be to buy this right now. Now, if it decides to go against you and dip lower, okay, that's cool. You got other fair value gaps down here. Just manage your risk well, cool. Take whatever profits you get. You can ignore this if you so choose and expect price to go lower. Possibly even use this fair value gap in here as a great rejection area. It's already aligned with some level of resistance and support on this level, right? So it basically was a level of support, then it turned into a level of resistance because price is going lower. So we have all that alignment with this, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Let's see what the 4 hour says. 4 hours showing that we're selling off, and we really got a gap to fill down here. It wants to look like it's wanting to go fill this gap because it took off, and yeah, we could probably expect YM to come fill this gap. That's gonna be huge, guys. That's gonna be huge. If we can get some kind of pullback and then a sell, and that would be awesome. So I'll look for that in the future. Man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. It's your boy Montego Ramon, man. Y'all know what I'm on. Rises, so we rise to the occasion. And man, y'all enjoy y'all night. Happy trading this week. You know, trading comes with substantial risk. This is for educational purposes only. Seek a financial advisor for help. I'm just doing this for entertainment and educational purposes. That is all. So hopefully y'all watch my last video on how to take your first trades. If you don't know how to trade or want to get started trading, and you want to just start with your basic paper trading so you can start sharpening and honing your skills and getting familiar with the market. So drop a comment, leave a comment, let me know if the video helped, if it didn't, you know, or if something else I can add to it to help you out, get you started, you know. Or if you just want, hey, I need help, I need some personal help, hit me, you know what I mean, whatever, and we'll figure it out. All right, man, y'all have a good one. Peace.